Hey, it's Bushido, Brown. It's something I really don't get. It's the thing between Marvel and DC, the DCEU and the MCU. No matter what happens, pretty much whatever movie Marvel makes, everybody loves this universally loved. Then DC, no matter what they put out, it's like either split down the middle or majority of the people just call it bad for no reason. It's like everybody's just jumping on the train, piling on it. But it's certain things that about the Marvel movies that make no sense that I notice a lot of fans never want to call out, no matter how bad it is, such as
My decryption program finishes breaking into all of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s secure files.
She's disabling security protocols and dumping all the secrets onto the internet.
Including Hydra's.
And Shields.
Shield fell. Black Widow released Hydra files to the public.
so you mean to tell me that Iron Man broke into all Shield's files in the Avengers that came out 2012. Then all of a sudden, in Captain America: Winter Soldier, Black Widow releases all of Shield's files to the public. Then when she releases all of Shield's files to the public, everybody finds out that Hydra was inside Shield the whole time, festering inside like an infestation. But isn't that isn't even the worst part. He even goes on to Captain America Civil War, because in Civil War, Baron Zemo, he comes out and says when he's trying to get the book, hey, how do you get all these plans? How you know I was? Oh, Black Widow released all the files to the internet, so it's for public use. So you mean to tell me Iron Man in the first Avengers movie had the knowledge of Hydra and every evil person out inside of it, from top to bottom, highest rank to lowest rank, in his possession the whole time, and nobody ever said anything? Zemo said a city dropped on his family, even though they are clearly miles away. You just seen the clip. There was no city nearby. Only thing that was around was mountains surrounded by a giant lake. How in the hell did nobody ever notice this? How? I'm really confused. Nobody really noticed this. That Zemo just said, "Hey, my family was next, all the way over there towards the city to watch Iron Man and the Avengers fight." And they dropped the city on top of them. Clearly, Thor and Iron Man just blew the city up. Then, as soon as they just blew the city up, nothing was around. Nobody. Then, if it was anybody over there, you mean to tell me Thor, Shield, and Iron Man and the rest of the Avengers, even the ones that ain't doing that no more, War Machine, Sentry, they can go out there and they can, no, not Sentry, Vision, War Machine could have went out there. Hey, oh, it's a town nearby. Oh, we can't go over there and help nobody out. That probably got messed up. Really? Nobody says this? I'm confused.
New York.
I will not order a nuclear strike against the civilian population.
Washington, D.C. Sokovia.
In New York, they said, hey, y'all was doing all that crap, beating up the Chitauri, even though the Chitauri was Loki's problem, an alien, a god from a different dimension, different planet. Hey, we finna blame it on the Avengers, even though the government went in and clearly threw a nuke at the city. They didn't care. They said, oh, as long as we kill all of them, screw the casualties, they gone. Hey, Even though Iron Man flew up in there, blew up all the alien warships, stopped the Chitauri on Earth, just short circuited them right then and there. Government still says, "Hey, that's y'all problem." And Winter Soldier, even though Hydra was festering inside of Shield for all them years. Really? You telling me Hydra and Shield since the World War, since back in the early 1900s, almost mid 1900s, and y'all still blame what happened in Washington D.C. on them? You see all them red dots on the screen? That's all the people that was finna get killed. All of them. And the government blamed that on the Avengers because they stopped it. Then in Age of Ultron, it wasn't even no plot. Ultron pretty much was Iron Man's creation. Iron Man went ahead and created it, even though everybody clearly told him, "No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't play God. Don't do it." Iron Man said, "Well, since y'all back turn right now, I'll go ahead and do it." Iron Man clearly just went behind everybody's back, created Ultron, and screwed up a lot of people's lives. Nobody says nothing about it. Iron Man doesn't even care. No conscience whatsoever at Age of Ultron. Makes no sense. But the government doesn't say, "Oh, wait. Iron Man caused that. Let's do something for Iron Man." The Hydra, there was inside Shield. That's our problem for the American government. The government shot a nuke at New York. Yeah, so only people they can really blame is Loki, themselves, the American government, aka Shield, and Iron Man. Loki went with Thor to receive Asgardian justice, and they have him locked up in a cell. Hydra, even though Agents of Shield, they went and got all the people that were from Hydra, arrested them. And Iron Man, they just let him walk scot free, even though they clearly knew he started the whole thing, which makes no sense and makes all the people high up in the government look like hypocrites.
If we have one hand on the wheel, we can still steer. If we take it off.
Aren't you the same woman who told the government to kiss her ass a few years ago?
And Captain America, why in the world is when he's telling everybody, "Hey, this dude called Zemo, yeah, him. He impersonated the doctor, the shrink, the psychiatrist, whatever you want to call him. He impersonated him. He framed Bucky and all of this. You telling me Black Widow, Iron Man, War Machine, even Black Panther, none of them believes him. Black Panther, one of the smartest minds in the Marvel Universe. Iron Man, one of the smartest minds also in the Marvel Universe. War Machine, a army veteran, and Black Widow, who was with Captain America in the Winter Soldier when they had to take down corruption from the inside, and Captain America's just sitting up there telling them, "Hey, he did this," and everybody was like, "Well, we don't care. We have 12 hours to bring you back in, or they're gonna come knocking real hard with guns and bullets and stuff." What the hell? Is everybody on the Avengers roster stupid all of a sudden on Iron Man's side? Nobody has common sense. Nobody even went to go check it out. Really? You're telling me he has Veronica? Hey, Veronica, see if this is true. Contact one of them. It'll take about 20 minutes. Contact somebody over there who had the dude's files. So when he was coming to the facility, when he let go of Bucky, hey, go to his place. It'll take like 5-10 minutes. Check out all the stuff. Hey, dead body. Okay. All right, you're telling the truth. All the Avengers can just go over to where the hell the man was in the goddamn bunker, get his ass and bring him back. But no, everybody is in here has self-places of stupidity for some damn reason. Black Widow and Iron Man acting out of character. Because in previous movies, like you just seen, Black Widow was like, man, kiss my ass. We gonna do what the hell we want to do. Know why? Y'all need us. Nowhere around it. We ain't here. They come. They rule this shit. Since we here, we keep y'all safe. Y'all have y'all order and y'all stability. But all of a sudden, in Winter Soldier, hey, as long as we have one hand on the wheel, we're still steering. Are you stupid? Really? Everybody's getting out of character. Iron Man, Age of Ultron, this man didn't even care about what the hell happened to other people. Man was going on with the rest of his day after he created Ultron. Really? Ultron's finna kill everybody on Earth, everything on Earth. He was finna do a freaking the comet that killed all the damn dinosaurs on everybody. But hey, it's Iron Man. Age of Ultron, no fuss given. None. Zero chill. All of a sudden, Winter Soldier, oh, you killed my son. Oh, self-placed stupidity. Beginning of the movie, hey, therapeutic exercise. He get to see his parents again through holograms. And he just feels bad all of a sudden in this movie and nobody notices. The hell's going on? People who reviewing this thing, do they know what the hell they watching? They saying this is good, probably a 10 out of 10 best movie of last year. I'm like, the fuck? Did y'all just see what I said? Iron Man and Black Widow, two of the heads of Avengers, acting uncharacteristic for no reason just because the plot of the movie is completely out of their character. Iron Man for every movie, it probably except for the first Iron Man didn't care about what happened. All of a sudden, Winter Soldier, he just miraculously, oh, my parents, my mom, my dad. Even though clearly in previous movies, when Tony Stark first met Nick Fury, you knew my dad? Yeah. Man, he was cold towards me. Yeah, sometimes you think he didn't even like me. Whatever. Really? No fucks given in other movies when they talk about your dad. But all of a sudden in this one, you care. Then you just see Bucky kill your goddamn mom and dad. Even though you clearly knew for a while, for years, that he was under the control of Hydra. They made this man do everything they wanted to for years. Hey, I don't care. You killed my mom. I'm like, really? You clearly know that this man is being mind controlled. Your friend's best friend was being mind controlled for half a freaking century. Over half a century, his mind was being controlled, made him do things against his will, but hey, I don't care. You just killed my parents. What the hell? Are you dumb? You have the people in Hydra that did that. You can go say, okay, oh, you did that? Hey, man, my bad, whatever. I'm not gonna do that because you weren't the one that really did it. They gave you the order, but you were forced to do this against your will. All right, let's go over here. Let's go find the people that did that to you. Let me ask you, do you remember the people's faces or whatever? Yeah. You a sketch? All right, go and find them and whoop their ass. He don't do that. Iron Man, for some odd reason, got stuck on stupid as soon as he seen that videotape. Fighting Captain America, trying to kill him and damn Bucky. Like, what the fuck? You telling me that Iron Man finna kill Bucky and Captain America for doing that, even though he clearly knows he's under the mind control of somebody else? That's just like not even to the same level when Iron Man was forced to make weapons in the first Iron Man. It was clearly against his will. I ain't see him going ham on Yinsen for doing nothing like that. But hey, it's Iron Man. It's Civil War, even though it makes no sense. Zemo is still sitting behind the thing. They can't grab Zemo. They can't beat his ass for doing none of this stuff, killing all them people, killing Black Panther father and all them innocent civilians. Nah, Iron Man don't care about getting revenge for him killing all them innocent people. Nah, you killed my mom and dad. That's first priority. But besides that, I don't care. You can get away. You can let loose all the Winter Soldiers like he was supposed to. But he didn't. He just went over there, shot and killed all of them. But if he did, Iron Man would have been like, fuck it. Even though they can bring down a nation in a night, I don't care. I'm finna get revenge for my mom and dad. It's finna make me feel better at night.
Why did you say
And the
that
Martha
name?
scene, everybody blew that clear out of
Why did you say
proportion.
that name?
It wasn't as bad as everybody's saying. Batman is a troubled character. Clearly, if you read the comics or you watch any other TV shows like Batman the Animated Series or Justice League or Justice League Unlimited, watch Adam West, read the comics, New 52 or Rebirth or something, you'll clearly know that Batman has problems when you talk about his parents. That's his low point. You can get him. That's Batman's weakness. When you say something about his parents, you have a moment of opportunity where he gets flustered. Like what happened when Superman said, save Martha, pretty much save my mother. But hey, nobody cares. Even though Winter Soldier with names were called by Crossbones. Crossbones clearly said, hey, Bucky, Captain America just stopped. The man pulled out a device for to kill him and everybody else down there. Then, when the goddamn virus down there, he would have spread the virus probably across the goddamn city, probably nation or whatever, had a freaking epidemic. And they would have had to quarantine part of the freaking country. But hey, no, nobody says anything about that when they're reviewing Batman vs Superman and they were reviewing the goddamn Civil War. But hey, that's just me. That's the shit I noticed. But I guess everybody else just gets blind when it comes to Marvel and DC viewing and reviewing the same stuff, even though they can clearly do the same things. Because I clearly remember Falcon saying when they got in that garage after they escaped from goddamn the Shield facility, they said, hey, you just go believe him after he just say your mama's name? Okay, let's roll with it. Nobody says a word about this. But hey, that's just me. And Baron Zemo with Lex Luthor. In Captain America Civil War, Baron Zemo is nowhere near close to how he's supposed to be portrayed as Baron Zemo from the comic books. But everybody jumps down DC's throat, all DC fans' throat, for Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor is not how he is in the comic books. Not the talkative type of person. But besides that, Lex Luthor pretty much set up Batman, set up Superman. Superman, bad. He had a public eye against the man. Video, witnesses, killing people. Hey, set up Batman vs Superman. Nah, Baron Zemo had the Avengers fight each other. Even though the only thing Baron Zemo really did was just go pose as Bucky with a facial prosthesis and blew up a building. That's it. That's the extent of what Baron Zemo did before the last scene. Blew up one building, blew up another building. Hey, besides that, nothing. They called Bucky on surveillance. Huh? They called Bucky on surveillance. Bucky did that? Really? Then you telling me Captain America, Falcon is the only people that's smart enough to notice, hey, if this man been off the grid for 2 whole years, we couldn't find him, and all of a sudden, randomly, we find this man right after a bombing. That don't seem suspicious to anybody. None of the smart people out there in the world. None of the smart people out there in the room. Black Panther, Iron Man, Black Widow, who used to be off the grid, but nobody has common sense in this movie, or the people that like review it all the time. It's like a bunch of hypocrites I keep watching. Baron Zemo was good. He was great. Then all of a sudden I see Lex Luthor. There's a poor portrayal of Lex Luthor by Jesse Eisenberg. I'm like, really? Y'all really like Baron Zemo from Civil War more than y'all like Lex Luthor from Batman vs Superman, even though they did the same exact thing and not their comic book counterparts. Look completely different on screen, but you hate one from DC, but you love the one on Marvel. If that don't sound like a hypocrite, I don't know what does. In Captain America Winter Soldier, I could have sworn Bucky was getting mind controlled by the machine, wiping his mind and doing all this other stuff. But clearly, in Captain America Civil War, you clearly see the people controlling Bucky with a book. I'm like, hold on. Baron Zemo them pretty much made it clear the way to control Bucky is with the book. But in Winter Soldier, they didn't need the book. It's like they never even cared about the book that controlled Bucky. Because if that was the case, the people that was down there in the cellar that was controlling Bucky hired them, they would have got the book from the dude in Cleveland where Zemo got it from in Civil War, and they would have been controlling Bucky the whole time. Because that sounds like a clear plot hole in the DC and Marvel controversy. Because DC didn't have any plot hole like that. And Marvel in the MCU, that makes no sense. But nobody calls it out. Nobody. The people that review this never call it out. And the villains from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Oh my God. The villains. They suck. All of the villains from the Marvel Cinematic Universe pretty much suck. Ironmonger wasn't that good of a villain. Abomination really wasn't good. He just wanted to get stronger so he can beat up the Hulk. Whiplash. I just want to get beat up Tony Stark. That's it for his dad exposing my father's corruption for being a bad person and selling secrets. Red Skull. I just want to rule the goddamn world with Hydra. Mandarin. Wasn't even a real Mandarin. Sucked ass. That's like when Rhodey first seen him in Iron Man 3. That's the Mandarin? Malekith. Sucked ass. Bucky as a villain sucked ass. Ronan the Accuser. Okay at best. Ultron. Sucked ass. His main damn thing, oh, I'm finna just get this body, make something up, make a vision, then all of a sudden, that's it? Just drop a rock on the human race and kill everybody? That's your grandmaster plan? Loki was their best villain. The main thing Loki just did was just try to gather the Infinity Stones. And Loki, the main reason why he even did it was to get his father's approval over his brother. Because he felt like he was a neglected child. That's the best the MCU has, but nobody ever says anything about this. And the Rotten Tomatoes thing, I think this is probably the worst of them all. It's pretty much an amalgamation or the add up of everybody on the internet that reviews the movies and put them into one. And everybody keeps on saying, hey, nah, all the DC movies, they're bad. All the Marvel movies, they're great. Even though DC can pretty much put out probably the same movie Marvel does, but the highest rated DC film, DC has by the critics is a 55%. That's extremely low. Extremely. Then they have Suicide Squad at 25%. Batman vs. Superman a 27. Really? You mean to tell me that the regular viewers have a 62% for Suicide Squad, 63 for Batman vs Superman, and a 75 for Man of Steel, and this bothers nobody? Why there's a huge drop off with the critics and the regular reviewer? The highest Marvel rated TV show is Daredevil. That's a 98. And the best movie is Iron Man. It's 94. How in the world does Marvel make a movie get 94 if it's good? DC can make a movie. If it's good, like Man of Steel, great character development for Kal-El, aka Superman, Clark Kent. Great character development for his father, Jor-El. Showed Krypton, showed it dying. Had character development for Zod, trying to save his world, his people. Thrown out. Know why? They said Batman versus Superman sucked. Marvel can make a good movie. I can give them that. Some of their movies are good, but some of their movies are trash. Such as Thor: The Dark World. It sucks. It sucks heavily. Boring story. Boring villain. Thor not even at full power like he's supposed to be in the comics. And that movie only gets a 66%. Really? You really telling me that? The Iron Man 2 on Rotten Tomatoes, 72%. The villain was bad. Tony Stark, aka Iron Man, was he even got his behind whooped by his best friend, who went in there, took his armor, and beat his ass, and left with it. Age of Ultron was stupid as hell. If it wasn't for Tony Stark feeling like he wanted to play God, the movie wouldn't even take place. And they still gave it a 75%. I'm looking like, what in the world? Then Iron Man 3, 79%. Even though the whole time on the trailers, they was portraying this guy as the Mandarin for the whole time. As soon as you get in, oh no, that's not the Mandarin. It's the other guy. Really? Really? So you really telling me bad guy that played as the Mandarin, he sucked. He even got killed by Pepper Potts. Pepper killed two of Tony's goddamn villains. The Ironmonger, and she technically killed the real Mandarin. Really? Iron Man didn't even kill none of his villains or pretty much defeat them on his own. He needed help. What the hell? Iron Man was finna get killed in Iron Man 3. Iron Man 2, he was finna freaking die. And the first Iron Man, Pepper had to kill goddamn Obadiah Stane. That's fucking pathetic. It don't make no damn sense. How in the world half of these movies can be so great to all these reviewers and stuff and all of the moviegoers, even though they'll clearly screw up heavily. Prime example, Iron Man has all the files from S.H.I.E.L.D., has knowledge of Hydra and his parents' death that was going to be exploited in Civil War. It doesn't say a word, and it sucks. It sucks. You know why? Because he didn't say a word to anybody about Winter Soldier. He knew that was Bucky if he had all them files. He knew his parents got killed by Bucky since he had all of those files. He knew Hydra was inside of the government. He knew because he had all of those files. Those movies suck because the premise of the movies are something based on what Iron Man had already had access to previously in the goddamn movies. Avengers came out in 2012. Winter Soldier came out in 2014. And goddamn Civil War came out 2016. You telling me that within 2 years of each other, the people that created the MCU didn't notice that big glaring plot hole. Really? But everybody wants to pretty much bandwagon on the MCU, saying it's automatically better than DCU. If you go to review it, call it down the middle. That's all I'm saying. Just call it down the middle.